on top of the world right now as Symphony and Ghost Snood are going to start off strong.
What an awesome first game of the day. I mean, first off, let's just talk about how many players were left alive at any given moment. Oh my goodness, 76 players at one point. I mean, and then immediately look, Ghost Snood, they jump down and they make the play. They try to find that last player. They find the elimination. That was incredible.
Unbelievable gameplay. And I got to say, two things in particular really stood out to me. Courage's gameplay, along with Typical Gamer. I believe they net themselves 7, if not 8 eliminations. I know Courage had 4. We saw Typical Gamer with 3. If he picked up one more, they got 8 eliminations, which gets them 3 points.
Yeah.
And maybe a top 4 finish. I can't remember exactly where they left off. Secondly, Symphony and Snood, what a way to start. I mean, they played that near perfect textbook the entire time. They hold their high ground. They had almost their entire HP and shield to fight that last fight, and they come off the first place victory royale. Well played by them, and you got to give your hat off to the Dusty Dogs.
Yeah, for sure, man. Tendon's definitely tried. We saw him there going for the heal off. He was prepared for it, but they said we're going to be aggressive, and it paid off for them. So let's take a look at some of the highlights coming in from this game number 1. Don't forget, we still have 5 games. 5 games left to play. I mean, if this is the pace we're setting, all right, we're showing up.
Exactly. This is that first fight we saw where we saw Liquid Strafe clutch up in a 1 versus 2. General's teammate did get taken out. You want to see them play those 2v1 situations a little bit better. And how about Ghost Aiden and Tilted Towers?
Man, so we saw him literally at the start of the game, he went down to another player. He gets revived, and then he just goes on a tear for the entire match. But I mean, at the end of the day, when it's, 76 players in a lobby all trying to vie for first place spot, something's got to give.
And something definitely did give, that's for sure. When you see a final game ending in Tilted Towers, you know you're going to see action. And for a minute there, we were commentating the gameplay, and it was literally just a wave of text at the bottom left of the screen. We couldn't even keep up from a commentary standpoint. That's how wild it was. And you love those finishes that are just fast-paced, that are aggressive. You love a Tilted Towers finish, that's for sure.
I'm really impressed and also shocked that I did not see Nick Merckx at Tilted Towers.
You and I both. How about that first one?
That was. Here's a question though. Do you think he goes back? Do you think
he's like? Someone. Yeah. Can we get a poll started? Is Nick Merckx gonna avoid Tilted Towers, or will Nick Merckx go back to Tilted game number 2?
That's it. He's never going back to Tilted Towers. It's over.
He retired. That's how you know Aiden got the best of him.
He was like, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna own every other map. Take Tilted. That's fine. I'm gonna own everything else. I'm Nick Merckx. See you there.
So he sold the lease and the mortgage. Who's now picked up by Aiden. The mayor of Tilted Towers is Ghost Aiden officially, apparently.
There you go. Well, I mean, what do you guys at home think of all the action and the fact that Nick Merckx wasn't at Tilted Towers? Hit us with the hashtag Fall Skirmish. Let us know your thoughts. Let's have a conversation. What do you think of the format? What do you think of the players? What do you think of the clubs? Which is your favorite club? Remember, Game 4. You have to decide by Game 4.
That's our rule, by the way.
That's our rule. So a lot of people did it in the EU segment, but now if you're just tuning in, you have till Game 4.
And I gotta say, Europe showed up. The European community did an amazing job with the Twitter engagement, tagging us in posts. We were talking back and forth with them, some awesome dialogue. I mean, the European community was pretty big. North America, can we get some USA chants in the chat real quick? Because I'm looking for you to show up. Let us know on Twitter your thoughts. Hashtag Fall Skirmish. Feel free to tweet at us as well so we can engage in breaks and hear what you guys have to say. At Zekemus Prime, the man, the myth, the legend over here.
And at Fallout, don't forget to talk about how amazing he is, how beautiful he is. And if you're not following Fallout, I'm very disappointed in you, okay? I need you to find him on Twitter and follow him right now because he's incredible. Yes, you.
Hashtag Zeke for president, by the way.
Oh, my gosh.
I was about to say I'll give $5 to anyone. I take that back because I'll lose a lot of money. I will give a virtual high five and a real life hug if you see me to anyone that tweets this man at Zekemus Prime saying hashtag Zeke for president because he's good people. Also, more importantly, let us know your thoughts, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, but seriously, let us know. We want to know what you have to say. I mean, there's a lot to talk about, obviously, with the introduction of the Fall Skirmish. Not only are we back bigger and badder than ever, we've got the clubs. So, talk about what you think as far as the clubs.
Yeah, the clubs. Who's your favorite club, most importantly?
Yes, and that's a big one.
Also, if you do not know already, if you did not see the announcement, go to epicgames.com. The blog post and all the details are there. You can enter a submission to potentially get picked up by a club of your choice. So prove your allegiance, pick your loyalty, make a video submission, and tweet with the hashtag Fall Skirmish. Feel free to tag us as well, tag Epic Games and Fortnite Game as well with your submission of who you want to play for. How about the Fortnites?
I mean, we literally saw someone within an hour of announcing there were submissions, someone went out and got a Fortnite's tattoo on their arm. That was a thing that was tweeted out to me within 1 hour of announcing.
Shout out to that guy.
I just don't, the dedication, the love. Bush Bandits,
Army veteran as well, so big shout out to that guy.
Yeah, yeah. I actually saw the there was a submission for the Bush Bandits, and it was a small child who was in a bush, hopped out, and then had like leaves on his shirt, and then he had like glasses, and he was doing the dance. I was like, yo, if it was up to me, dude, you'd be on the Bush Bandits.
See, you gotta get creative. We're setting the level here. We just saw Ninja and Cypher. They are part of the Bush Bandits. Speaking of which, so they are playing. We didn't see them in game number 1. Maybe they had an early drop and not the best initial.
That's right, man. Rift Raiders as well. I mean, there's just an unbelievable lineup of players here competing in each of the clubs. Now, here's a fun fact. You know, we actually had an internal draft of people. That's how these clubs came to be.
I'm so glad you shared that, because I wasn't sure if you're going to.
I kind of talked to Arctic about it, and I was like, look, I'd like to talk about this. Can we talk about this? And he was like, yeah, of course.
Oh my God, amazing.
I mean, again, shout out to Arctic. That guy is incredible. He's literally one of the nicest people I think I've ever met. But yeah, we actually had like an internal draft, and so it was like people were picking where they wanted the teams to go and the players to go. And
these guys know their stuff, by the way. Skyless, we have Cam, Sundown, Lumen, Arctic, etc. that did that draft. Yeah. Skyless actually predicted before the finals at PAX West that Aiden was going to get top 10, which he did, I believe. So that man Skyless knows his stuff.
We call him Nostradamus because he can see the future.
Also an incredibly bright guy. Yeah. So there was a draft at Epic Games, and they literally, like backyard football style, picked their teams for who's who. I wonder who was who. I wonder who Arctic picked. They're probably not going to disclose that.
I don't know. Yeah. That's hard. I don't know that I could get away with telling you that because, you know, I'm not going to tell you which team I had, which is actually no teams. I'm very disappointed I didn't get to draft.
Next time.
I was doing Fortnite fall skirmish stuff, so there was no way I could be there. But yeah, I mean, with the fall skirmish, man, it's big. It's badder than ever. There's so much to do. So many people are going to walk away with something. We hope you guys at home are enjoying the action.
I'm just glad that CDN the Third is on the Dusty Dogs.
Is a Dusty Dog?
Yeah, because he is the king of Dusty.
The king of Dusty.
And he's showing it. Represent the Dusty Dogs. If you're a CDN, the Tenant fan, make sure to show some support for Dusty Dogs. Let us know your allegiance. But we are kicking off game number 2 here. And speaking of standings, we'll get you guys an update as fast as we can. But as of the end of the EU standings, we had Bush Bandits in first place with 530. Dusty Dogs, 395 points right now. So Bush Bandits and Dusty Dogs leading the way.
And, you know, it's fun to talk about is the fact that, like, whenever we get our placements, right, and people are earning these club points, let's say, hypothetically, Rift Raiders, an entire squad of Rift Raiders takes, like, all 10 spots. That's all those points going to Rift Raiders. So literally at any moment, the standings are going to change. We're going to see the standings change during the week as people are competing during the trials. I mean, there's just so much to do. There's so much action to be had, and it all ends at TwitchCon.
Amazing.
Dude, it's going to be an awesome journey. I can't wait. But look, Liquid, again, landing at Wailing Wood. So didn't they used to, I believe have they always landed Wailing? Or no, okay, it's always Wailing, and then Myth used to always land Lonely Lodge.
Again, Aiden, no Nick Merckx in Tilted Tower.
Where is
awesome.
Nick Merckx?
Hashtag where is Miss Nick Merckx? It's like, where's Waldo?
Dude, Greasy Grove is a hotspot again. I believe that's where he is.
Yeah, we'll see in a little bit. Of course, 72 Hours also on Bush Bandits, by the way. So they're in first place as of the EU standings. And guess what? They have 72 Hours. They have Ninja, Cypher, some amazing talent here in North America. So Bush Bandits in a great position to hold on to that first place spot. And look at that.
There he is.
Nick Merckx and Greasy again.
Woo!
We have a new Nick Merckx here today, my friends. And he is looking to take his throne as the king of Greasy Grove.
Dude, so Saint is here. Myth is here. And I believe to his left is okay, so Pupper is there. Yeah, there you go. Courage and Typical Gamer.
What a stacked city.
Yeah, this is scary. I would leave if I knew. If they knew what we knew, I would bail.
if they knew what we knew. Luckily, they don't. And guess what? That means we're gonna get an awesome breakdown of action here. Nick versus Myth versus Courage. Can you believe it? Wow.
And it looks like they're actually disengaging.
Yeah, interesting decision here. They should have all the confidence in the world, too, if I'm Courage after that performance in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, they show up, and like you said, they dropped a bunch
what's going on here? Nick Merckx on PC. I'm confused.
No. Oh. No.
Oh, spectator client.
Yep.
Right,
so this is part of the spectator client. Yeah,
I was about to say, that's why he's not tilted. It's not Nick Merckx. No. Never mind.
It's
not
fake
starting
Merckx.
rumors. It is Nick Merckx. The spectator client is what we see. We don't see their gameplay.
Yeah. It's just like a slight visual bug there. But don't worry about that. It's all going to be fixed, and it's all going to become better. But
Nick is still playing on console with the controller.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do. Double barrel in his hands right now. He loves that weapon.
So literally everyone bailed from Greasy. Look, the team, they must have rifted because they're moving fast. Wait, someone else is coming back.
Is that Myth?
Oh, that's Pupper's teammate.
Wow.
Pupper's teammate is like very rapidly moving toward Greasy Grove.
So interesting situation. Myth, Courage, Saint, all Typical Gamer, all rotate outside of Greasy. It's like they don't have confidence against the console gang and Nick Merckx over here. I don't know.
That's a good question. I mean, you got to assume once you see a player here, they're probably going to come back. Maybe they're just opting for like early rotations. You talked a lot about that. Yep. I mean, okay, because look, check out the circle, dude. You got to. You got to move.
That's a great point. Yeah, good breakdown there. And yeah, you know, in chatting with a lot of these players, almost every single one of them opts for a passive early game with an aggressive mid game or when opportunities arise. So that's going to show right here with the very intelligent plays to back out to reset and to value your life.
There's still 91 players in the game.
Wow.
There is 91 players in this game right now. Hogman taking shots from Laquan. Beautiful. Just a beautiful man, that Laquan.
That's for sure. And inside and out.
Oh, yeah. It's funny, like, as we sit here and kind of, like, move through players, I find myself thinking back to PAX. And I didn't, unfortunately, get to meet all the players. I really wanted to meet as many as I could.
If you guys see Zeke in an event, go say hi to him, is what he's saying.
Absolutely, please. I would love to meet all of you. You guys, I think you guys are just, everyone in the competitive community are all impressive people. And Hogman specifically, we're about to go live, and he was, like, walking somewhere, and he was just like, "Hey Zeke," and I looked over and I saw it. I was like, "Oh my God, Hogman!"
That's awesome.
And then he was going somewhere, and we were about to do like a cast or something. And I was like, "Man, yeah." I thought it was. I mean, I was.
Like I say, I've heard that Hogman attends local Fortnite tournaments and shows up just for the fans. I heard he went to a local Fortnite Fridays tournament at his store in Dallas and showed up and participated, hung out with those guys. The fact that he takes the time to do that says a lot about him. I know Envy Skatch of Team Envious did the same thing. Big shout out to Envy Skatch, repping Team Envy.
Whew. Even Nate Hill, man. I got to meet Nate Hill, and like for me, I was like awestruck. Like people were like, "Why? Like we should be awestruck of you?" And I'm like, "Nah, dude. You guys are legends. The honor is mine."
Amazing. Like, you are the face of Skirmish. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, Monster D-Face. Speaking of great people. Speaking of faces. Monster D-Face against FaZe Yellow. Yellow, a recent addition to the FaZe clan. Gonna get tagged up here. Nice shots from Monster using his right-hand advantage, but he's gonna get hurt. So, you know, world of pain right now is Monster D-Face. No heals to his name, though. He's gonna rely on his teammate. Look for that number 33 if it exists. I don't know if I think he might be alone.
He goes for the edit. Oh, cannot follow up, though. Jared FBS takes him down.
And Jared representing Mixer as a platform. He's a Mixer streamer and content creator. He's going to get taken out as well by One Shot Girl, I believe. Hezi TV. Yep. We talked about him before. Young man from Chicago looking to make a name for himself.
So now Hezi TV and Reverse are going to hone in on One Shot Girl, so we'll watch the kill feed there. But she's look at Margosi. He is, it's Ghost Aiden.
I love it. The winner versus the mayor of Tilted Towers from Summer Skirmish, PAX West Finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think is going to go down here? He goes for the play.
Oh my goodness, Ghost Aiden! You are an animal against a flying Morgoth, #1 champion of PAX West Summer Skirmish, and Ghost Aiden hits the shot, ice in his veins, and connects for the elimination. Well played from Aiden.
That was absolutely incredible. Aiden completely slaying out. Just typical Aiden. This is another day in the life of Aiden. He just wakes up and slays out. That's
it's unbelievable. One of the most accurate Fortnite players in existence is Ghost Aiden. Well played from him. What a story he is. If you're not following that man on Twitter, you absolutely have to. One of our top Twitch streamers now. The man had less than 1,000 followers on Twitter before PAX West. Now he has over 40,000 followers. It's just an amazing, amazing story. He deserves every bit of it.
That is actually impressive. I mean, you know, I actually did get to talk to him, and he's a super sweet dude. But taking a look at the current scoreboard, Heroine's there. One Shot Girl we see is down as well. Over to Hezi TV. So this is back in Paradise Palms. So they did manage to clean up. Yeah, they managed to clean up One Shot Girl. I just noticed there's a now entering Paradise sign. I don't know why I've never seen that before.
No,
I guess because I land like on top of the hotel and I like try to do my best to hold it down.
You and I both
try is a keyword there.
You know what? Paradise is low key like a secondary Tilted Towers. It's a fun fight. It's the buildings are similar. I love Paradise Palms. If you have not landed Paradise Palms in a while or ever, in the chat, I recommend you check it out.
I also like there's a place very close by that a lot of people have different names for. I call it Pueblo.
Pueblo. Yeah, we agreed with that when we cast the PAX West. I'm the same.
Yeah, I love Pueblo, dude. I go there. Yep. I go there every time.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Actually, no, I don't. I don't go there ever.
Every single time. If you want to fight and eliminate this man, go there. Meanwhile, Port of Fortress, Parallax of 100 Thieves. Big shot to Nate Shot and the 100 Thieves organization against Courage of Optic Gaming. Nate Shot's former organization here. Big 1 versus 1. As Parallax does have height advantage. Typical Gamer a little bit trapped here with the storm approaching. It's dangerous.
Parallax is engaging Courage JD. And look, so Courage was near Parallax. He opts to disengage, moves back toward his teammate. I mean, yeah, you don't want to face off against Parallax and Kenneth. But look, Popper and Hogman are here.
Oh boy, big fight here. 100 Thieves versus Complexity. Parallax gonna miss the first shotgun shot. Envy Lane picks up one, but ultimately, you look at the building, defensive building, and the grappler disengaged from Parallax. Well played from him, and he's gonna live to see another day here as Hogman is touched up.
That was disgusting. Utilizing the grappler to literally change. Okay.
What?
Okay. Oh, it's okay. Oh gosh. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Parallax is actually a Dusty Dog, so if you're a Dusty Dog fan, you need to be blowing up the chat right now.
With the emote, especially. How did he survive the rocket, I want to know? What a play.
believe it hit the space behind him.
Which I thought with splash damage would hurt him.
No, not. Like, there was another space behind him. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't clear.
He's in a good spot here. Meanwhile, typical gamer and Courage. Speaking of good spots, sitting with high advantage right now. Courage still alive. Look at this fight. Multiple layers, multiple orgs. Parallax takes out one. That's could be Pupper. And he gets the elim. Meanwhile, Hogman takes out Kenneth.
It's literally a 1v1, but Courage...
1v1 between Hogman, Parallax, and Typical Gamer, I believe, in this one.
Well, Courage is still here. He's down below. You can see, looking at the top right. Yeah, there he's up.
There
he's
it is,
up
2v1.
top.
Yep, I think we did see Parallax get taken out.
Hogman effectively has like 103 HP. Maybe. Maybe.
Unbelievable. Wow. That's a great breakdown of plays right there. 37 seconds left till the circle, and the storm will be collapsing.
Nice.
And there's a disengage coming through. Courage and Typical Gamer have been playing very smart with their disengages.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that's definitely the smart move here. It's like, especially because the storm is going to come in 20 seconds. Just bail. You need to make your way. Look at where the circle is. It's all the way over by Gus. You have so far to run.
Yep. And Envy Lane takes out one at the bottom left of your screen. And here's the thing, I agree with you given the circle and the timing. But if you didn't have the pressure of the storm behind you, I think you take your 2 versus 1. You got to know the numbers advantage. You got to see at the bottom left of your screen that Parallax got taken out. And you got to know, hey, we're in a... Oh, no, Parallax is still up. Yes, he is. All right, so it looks like Kenneth and Parallax are both alive. Are good to go.
I guess they must have just disengaged that fight.
Yeah, I thought Kenneth got taken out, but I think they're good. So, interesting. United, 100 Thieves, both still alive.
There's 69 players left in the lobby. I just don't understand how this is happening.
Wow.
There's so many people left alive. Got Ashton, Jack, Creo.
Yep. Ghost Bizzle and Demo. Is it Demo as well? Still alive. So everyone shows a lot of respect. A lot of the pro players, especially, even Poach and a lot of these folks I was talking to, kind of mentioned Ghost Gaming, some of the most mechanically skilled players in terms of how just aggressive they are all the time, and it shows. Let's see what Demo and Bizzle can do. Speaking of talented, United, Ashton. On board with him right now. Look at this circle. So many people alive and starting to collapse towards that last circle, which will be a Paradise Palms finish.
I freaking hope so. Look at this guy, Nate Hill, the legend. I love this guy so much. He's just a completely consistent player.
No, it's Ginger Pop.
No, it's, Ginger Pop.
Yeah, very consistent. One of the most consistent we have, actually. What a story he's had. You know, really the rise in fame with FaZe Clan. First off at the Ninja Chicago event, which he took first place, and really he's been performing ever since at every summer skirmish after.
Yeah. I mean, he's just an awesome player. The likes of Annihilus as well.
We
saw her during the summer skirmish. She played a lot with High Distortion. Man, she is a phenomenal. She's also a controller player. She's phenomenal.
Is she a controller player?
Yep.
I had no idea. Annihilus. That's impressive.
Oh, yeah.
I knew she was great. I thought she was a PC player, though.
Ha! There you go. That's how good she is.
Exactly.
Got him.
Tricked me, Annihilus. Well done. Speaking of High Distortion, we just saw him on our screen as well. He's still alive. Rogue 00 Flower still alive as well. So we got some big names here. Ghost Bizzle, Ghost Thieves.
TSM Myth was lost in the storm. Ooh. FPS takes down Pookie Face. Tyler's takes down Liquid Chap and confirms elimination. Liquid 72 Hours takes down Tyler's. Wow. There's so much happening. We've only gone down to 62 players. Fallout, I don't understand.
I love it. I don't understand. I don't get it, but I love it.
I love it.
Fun to watch so far. On board with Annihilus. 62 left in this one. This is only match number 2, by the way, as you see on your screen. We got a lot of great Fortnite coming ahead. 6 matches today. Each match awards points. Leader in points gets club points at the end of it all, and a nice cash prize pool.
That's right, man. King Rich over there with Chica Live. All right, so now we've got our new safe zone. It's not terribly far away, but you need to start making these rotations. Look how many players at the very edge of the storm inside retail. I mean, even taking a look at the mats, right? Phase replay is looking pretty good. Ammo count looks great. Health looks pretty good.
Yeah. Look at this. Opting not for the grappler. Phase replays, who is part of FaZe Clan. You should be going for 360 no scopes. No,
I agree. No, I agree with 100%.
With the grappler in your hands, you're not going to take it.
That's right.
Keep an eye, though. They're actually right next to King Richard and Chica Live. So I believe our 2 co-ed teams. There might be more than 2. But 2 of our co-ed teams in this one right next to each other here. We might see an engagement. And what a story he has been. He is a funny dude, by the way, as well. But now an individual player. Let's see what he's doing here. I think he's teaming with one of the Envy boys.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep, it's going to be Envy Linane. So Envy Linane of Team Envy. Gorilla's also alive, I believe. Nate Hill and Funk Bomb, the duo as well.
Look at that. Punisher and Nibs up top. I mean, there's so many people here.
And Zate's on my my Lucky Llamas, who I'm rooting for here. So let's see what you can do, Zate. All eyes on you. Courage, of course, of Lucky Llamas. Nick Merck's on Lucky Llamas as well. We got a pretty stacked Lucky Llamas group, if I say so myself. But currently sitting at 4th place as of EU standings, Ghost Thweefo, not Thief. Ghost Thweefo currently with Monster rotating over as well.
And now this is time. We got to start moving. It's going to be a minute and a half before the storm overtakes this entire zone. Someone in the back goes down there. Looks like Liquid 72 Hours takes out Flame. And look, Chica Live is there behind. Thweefo is mid-air taking shots. That's crazy. I love these grab zones, by the way. They are so much fun.
A blast. An absolute blast. We all remember Summer Skirmish in PAX West and how awesome that engagement was, where people are flying through the air. And now we get to see a little bit of a teaser of that as well. The FPS of CLG, Counter Logic Gaming, pushing up, approaching Ghost Gaming. So we got some powerhouses here in this one. Courage, of course, I'm not sure if he got taken out or is still alive. We'll keep a close eye on it. 72 Hours, though, still in this one.
Man, he took a big hit there, high distortion. He's dropped very low. Thweefo basically has 32 HP. I mean, that's not much.
He's playing so aggressive for how weak he is. If he gets tagged for one AR bullet in the head, he's done for.
I mean, it's really not that. I mean, that's an occurrence, right? You just you look up, you see someone firing out of a box or 1x1, you just take a shot, and it's like, oh well, I guess I just eliminated a player. Cool.
Here is Thief. So FaZe Clan, big 1v. Look at Thweefo pushing this 1 versus 1, and he has almost like an eighth of the health that Thief's had. Now it's about equal. What a performance from Thweefo so far. I mean, I don't know about a performance, but the aggression, you like to see it.
I mean, typically, man, if you play aggressive, it's either going to go one of two ways. It's going to go really well or it's going to go really bad. And Thweefo is making everything work to his advantage here. Again, with 32 HP, might I add.
High risk, high reward, I think is the best definition of that. 32 HP, like you said. 34 HP, sorry. 33 HP. Sorry, math. 30. Tough.
Wait, 32? 33.
33 HP.
Math is hard.
Yep, difficult thing. Wait, look at this. Nick Merck's still alive. We haven't talked about him in a while. And he has a double barrel shotgun to his name. No
and a grappler.
No assault rifle, though. So he's opting for the double barrel only play here.
Well, he's got the burst rifle.
The burst, yeah. But he can't switch directly to that burst. Oh, no, not going to matter. Look at that.
I don't know what that was. I didn't see it. I didn't see any of it.
Me either.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's a rips in the chat, please. So sorry, Nick Merck.
Rips to the M-Fam. But one match 2. We saw him start slow at Summer Skirmish and have a killer game number 5, I believe it was, at Summer Skirmish, where he popped off and secured himself an in-the-money placement. So Nick down, but certainly never out.
Look
Drunky,
at this.
gonna get 1. Brother of Dakota's, a.k.a. Dark, as mentioned. Ghost Saf and Ghost Ghoul, the duo here as well. Bizzle's gonna knock out Liquid Strapes. Who's gonna do it?
Look how many. Creo takes down Annihilise. Tempo is here as well. Back over to him. 72 Hours takes down Chica Live. High Distortion takes out Monster.
This is a replay, actually.
Oh, that's right.
That was in the past, as we're watching what Tempo did with some beautiful Splodes action. Look at that. I think that's a double limb for Tempo with Splodes, and then we're going to stick on board with him as he has the hot hand right now.
Look how many people are still here, man. 45 players. No, so I like this circle because there's a small chunk of it that is like overlooking the cliff there. That's hard to build against.
I feel like every time I look at the bottom of my screen, I see an Envy name pop up as they've been playing well.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going to happen here. VV Punisher takes out C9 Top Boy. A lot of fights, a lot of action at the bottom left of your screen. Keep a close eye on that as you're watching if some of your favorite players are still in it. On board with Geomach and Tempo, the FaZe Clan duo. We're going to jump on board with Ham Hart.
Hart is a great player. Look at this. Utilizing that grappler to very quickly jump over to loot. He still has 7 more. There you go. Okay. Whoa, the builds here.
What is the DPI guy plays on?
I don't know. He's so fast.
Look at the edits, too. Clean edits. I like what I'm seeing from Hart so far. Meanwhile, a couple kills. Our eliminations can be picked up for Envy Gorilla gets taken out by Pog. Jack of United takes out Rogue 00 Flower. So Rogue is currently downed and out by Jack. Shivzy out as well of Cloud9. He's going to jump under board of Jack here as he's performing.
He's trying to close in here. So his teammates very close by. Man, that's Stink Bomb. He's putting in work. There's a quick edit there, and Hey I'm Hart finds Bo!
Look at a pure 1 versus 2 for Hey I'm Hart, and he takes out both of them. What a play from Hart. a pure shotgun in your face, 1 versus 2. Unbelievable stuff.
He just man-moded them. That's crazy.
That was amazing. Well played. You don't see that very often.
27 players left. Oh, so the circle is now moving back inland. Oh, yeah. That makes me sad.
Well, you're hoping they're going to have to build over water?
Yes.
Does that happen? Is that a thing? Is that possible?
I've never seen
Me
it.
either.
I hope it is. That'd be cool.
It'd be like you have to create an island for yourself at that point.
Yeah.
This is like Bob the Builder or something.
Something like that. And now look, he's got the double barrel that you saw they had a rift to go. So we got Harrian's crowd out. Exhaust, it looks like he's by himself, so it's pro. Nibs and Punisher up top, at least on this half of the map. We've got 30 seconds before the Storm decides to move again. Man, it's starting to come down to the wire here. There's still so many players. 27, especially as now, like, because of where they are on the map, the way they have to move is basically all together, right? You see kind of there's one of the yellow triangles up there on that mountain. He just has to jump down. But everyone else is very close near each other by Gus.
Like what I've seen on Nibs, though, really smart play, just holding their high ground. They're, of course, going to have to rotate pretty far, I believe. But they have a rift. Oh, look at that, yeah, rift to go. So they'll be in a safe spot. They can have a late rotation if they want, and then they can actually jump someone who has high ground. Instead, they go for a somewhat early rotation, and now they get to just decide where they want to land here. Important communication is key right now to make sure they land in the same spot. But if I'm them, I'm jumping right on top of Jay Cuddy and B-Sox. Oh, 100%. Take that high ground right from them. They're going to do exactly that here. Here comes the builds. Big fight about to go down. They're going to miss the opportunity to get high ground, and now that might cost them as Jay Cuddy and B-Sox in a good position to hold that high ground.
Now look, there's catacombs built down below, so they just dip down and they start to replace walls as they can because they don't own any of this.
Yep, and to explain what that means, you want to destroy opponent walls, which are red, and build your own walls to gain possession of that wall, which means you can edit through that, and really, that gives you entire control of that area in fights. That's exactly what they're going to do here. Well played from Nibs and team. Meanwhile, a couple fights breaking down elsewhere.
See someone go down there, down to 25 players. And again, man, here in 45 seconds, we've seen the Storm circle. The new safe zone is shifted. It's down south, so players are going to have to navigate. Luckily, not against the mountain, because typically when players move against a mountain, the mountain wins 99% of the time.
Yeah, it's for sure. I would have loved to have seen that opportunity to take out Jay Cuddy, who's performed really well at PAX West himself. Instead, they missed the jump by just an inch.
Yeah, you saw he very quickly like put up a 1x1 in their face and was like, nah.
That's a nice thing. I think it's really balanced. Great audio balance there for when you're rifting or jump padding. You can hear it coming from a mile away, which I think is
something. Yeah, I mean, it's all about balance, right? It's like, balance, sure, you have this mobility tool, but everyone knows that you're doing it now.
Exactly. On board with Brush. 25 people alive, and the rotation's coming through. Look at this. They have to get going. They have to get going quick. The Storm's right behind them. I expect that 25 to diminish really quickly, much like we saw in game number 1 here. Any minute, Brush getting stuck and tagged up from behind here. That might be his life.
Look how close everyone is right now. They're just desperately trying to move into the new safe zone. We're down at 24. Funk Bomb has gone down to Ghost Bizzle.
Bizzle still alive. Let's see what he can do here.
Ghost School takes down Nate Hill. Fallout.
So the Ghost Squad in a pretty good spot here, showing up once again. We saw them go huge at PAX West, and they're doing it again. E United's a maze, gets taken out, so does Dimes. Good night, E United in match number 2. Let's see what Ghost Bizzle can do here. Such a smart player, such a great mechanical player. He is just difficult to take out.
And now we are still at only 19 players. We've only lost 6